What is going on, guys? Joey here, coming to you live from the car. Whoa, Tesla telling me to slow down. And today, I wanted to answer a question that I don't think I've ever specifically talked about on here, which actually got me mildly excited to talk about it. And it's ascending versus descending sets for back down sets. Really good question. So I'm just going to kind of paint some scenarios and talk about when I would do one over the other and then give you guys a conclusion at the end. So we'll start with ascending sets. When would you, so for those of you that don't know, ascending, you're just going up. Let's say you're doing 3 sets of 5. Maybe you do first set 315, second set 330, third set 345. Descending is literally the opposite. And I just want to kind of like talk about when you would do one over the other. So for me personally, when I'm training, if I'm kind of beat up and I'm not really sure where I'm going to be for the day, I will probably ascend, meaning I will start lighter, kind of see how that set goes. It's really effective in my opinion when you're feeling beat up and you're like, okay, let's see what this first set holds. You do the set, you start to feel a little bit better. Okay, let me add a little bit more weight. Boom, you go up to the next set. All right, starting to feel even better now. And oftentimes when you do that, you might surprise yourself. You might get to the top set and be like, damn, I wasn't expecting that. And you kind of, it's also a bit of a safe approach, right? Although you could argue if a warm up is good enough, you're going to be safe either way. But I think ascending sets are really good for when you feel beat. I mean, think about it, right? If you were to do it the other way around, imagine like you're not feeling very good. You're not sure where your strength is going to be. And you kind of, you take your last warm up and then you take a top set that starts at that higher end. You might not even complete the reps that you have, right? You might just stop when you hit the RPE and say, okay, that was tough. Let me go ahead and dial this back or cut the set there, right? So, I mean, we could just leave it right there and say, if you're feeling beat and you're not really sure, you can start ascending. So you're going to start with something conservative and you're going to work your way up. So something, let's say you're given an RPE 7 to 8 range, start towards the RPE 7 range, even a 6.5. Right, and then work your way up towards that 8. And then when you're descending, I would typically do this if I'm feeling fresh or if I'm feeling really good. Then I would come in, I would hit the top set. And I mean, a lot of my guys over time, they get really good at this, especially my stronger guys, my more veteran lifters. They come in and they're feeling... God, that's so loud. They come in and they're feeling strong, and they'll take a top. Maybe they take their top single, solid RPE 7 to 8. Okay, dial it back. You hit your top triple or top set of 5, whatever it is. You might even hit a PR in that, and then you're kind of descending from there. And naturally, the way that I train people, I like to use RPE, so we want to stay within that range. If the RPE is going up, the longer you're doing your workout, then you're going to want to lower the weight so you can stay within. If your RPE is going down, meaning it's getting easier as you go because you started really light, then you're going to want to go up. That's a little bit of a side note, but it's a way that you can use RPE to help you. But pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much that. So when you're feeling fresh, I like to descend a little bit. Naturally, this is going to happen. When I'm feeling beat, you're ascending. You can start light, kind of see where you're at, and then go up from there. I'm trying to think. I mean, I suppose you could do, it's not something that like I come into the gym and I'm consciously trying to. Actually, no, that's not true. When I'm feeling good, I'm already kind of thinking about, all right, if I hit a really solid first top set, me personally, I'm probably not going to have another juice. I'm probably not going to have enough juice to take another one, right? At that weight. It's possible that I do, but the RPE might get super high. And those first 2 sets, where, you know, let's say you hit the first set, you're like an RPE 7.5, you hit the second set, you finish at like an 8.5, you're gonna feel, you know, you're gonna feel like you're gonna have to lower the weight. So, you know, it's interesting, right? Because we're talking about ascending weight versus descending weight. At the same time, your RPE is doing the opposite, right? When you're ascending, your RPE is either kind of staying the same or going down, so you can, you know, get higher to your target RPE for the day. And when you're descending, your weights are going down because your RPEs are climbing higher, right? So that's just a, you know, a little bit deeper understanding of RPE and what it is that you're trying to do. If you see an RPE, you know, you see like a triple on paper, and you're doing RPE 8, and it's difficult, right? You feel that RPE kind of edging high on the whatever weight you're doing. You literally have to lower the weight if you're going to stay within that range. Otherwise, you're going to end up overshooting. You're going to end up hitting a 9. You're going to hit a 9.5. And when I was a young lifter, that is something that I, just thinking back to it now, I remember exactly the gym I was in. I was at LA Fitness on Sepulveda Boulevard. I remember I was at LA Fitness, and I was very adamant about I'm gonna stick with this weight. Like I just had ego, like I don't want to lower the weight, and I would just sit at that weight, and the RPE would go up and up and up, and I'm literally like, I'm doing my last 2 sets, I was like RPE 9s to 9.5s, maybe even a 10, and I was like super injured, my knees were always messed up, and that's just me being dumb. That was just me being young and wanting to stick to that weight. Now, we all live and learn. Everybody is going to make mistakes. Everybody's going to do things. And early on in their career, that without proper guidance, they're probably going to do that. Actually, you know what? If you are one of the people who has experienced something like this when you were younger on in your career, please let me know in the comments below. I am genuinely curious. Or let me know something that you did recently or used to do where you just like know that you shouldn't have been doing that, but you were doing it just because you either didn't know any better or you were very stubborn. But yeah, guys, I think that was a quick little video going over that topic. Let me know if you're able to take something away from it. As I mentioned in my last video, we have Sheffield coming up I'm going to be there in like 4 days. Oh my God. 4 days. So crazy. I've been going over numbers with some of the FLEXX coaches, just like the ones that I'm bringing with me, just making sure that, you know, everything's locked in. Everybody's taking what they, you know, opening safe, choosing solid second attempts to give us an indicator of the third, and then making sure that we're going for records, we're securing our goals, and we're just sort of progressing through our strength for the day. I hope everybody stays healthy. I hope everybody, history is going to be made at this meet. It's going to be something that's never been done before. It's almost like an experiment. Top 24 best lifters in the world, multiple world champions. You literally had to win worlds to secure a spot or be extremely high ranked in the international scene. And I can't wait to see what barriers are broken, what history is made, and what, you know, amazing job everybody does. Like, I can't wait. I seriously can't wait. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me this far. I can't believe it's almost here. I feel like we've been working towards this for 10 years, especially the last 3 years, because you guys know what happened to the planet Earth with everything getting canceled, and it was just a very scary, uncertain time, and we didn't know if this would ever happen, and it's finally here. I'm bringing my best, and we just gotta hope that I hope we get good judging. I hope travel is not too bad, and I hope that food is accessible. That's something that's difficult, and I hope everybody has a good weight cut. Honestly, I love every single competitor, every single person competing. I have no, you know, I'm so happy to be going through this with you guys, and it's this is it. So anyway, sorry for the rant. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Peace.